Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you all doing? Yes, yes, yes. It's a beautiful Saturday that the Lord has made, and we shall all rejoice and be glad in it. I know I'm coming a little bit, no, not a little. I'm coming late today. Apologize for that. Forgive me for being late. Sometimes it's what when you can't deal with it, you have to just do what you have to do. Okay. All right. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Oyoyo, and if you're meeting me for the first time, yes, I'm the host of Saturday live stream here at Oyoyo's World on Facebook and on YouTube. And where are you watching me from? Are you watching from YouTube, Facebook? Let me know where you're watching me from. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and also contribute in the comment section when the link is down. So this is a daily, weekly update. I've been doing this weekly update for quite a while now, and it's been engaging. It's been interesting. We talk about things, societal issues. We talk about um, trending stories and things that happen within the week. And yeah, welcome to all of you coming in. Please don't forget to like this live stream for me. Yes, welcome to my live stream. Hey Joe, how are you doing, Joe? Oh my goodness, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me, Joe. How are you doing? What's going on in your area? How are you guys getting ready for Christmas? Oh boy, it's been an interesting week. And we'll be talking about all of those today. A lot happened this week. A lecturer in Niger State, Nigeria, was deleted by her housemaid. I didn't even know about the story until my sister sent it to me from Facebook. When I watched the story, the next thing I now started seeing it on headlines on a Punch newspaper, the blogs, Linda Ikeji's Insta blogs, and every other blog out there were showing this particular story. And I was shocked when I read the story. I cringed because it's unbelievable that a young girl of 14 could fathom such an act with her friends. And it's a very disturbing story, very disturbing story. And I know why it's very particular to me, why I decided to make it number one thing I'm going to talk about today. Is a very sad story, very disturbing, that you don't even know where to lay your hands on. Is it upbringing? Is it society? What kind of children have we given birth to in Nigeria? When Obasanjo was in government, that was when the Boko thing started. And Obasanjo was in government about over 16 years ago, and that was when it started. And what was this called? Yaradua came, gone. Jonathan came, gone. What is it? Buhari came and gone. So Buhari and Jonathan were actually eight was 17 years. Obasanjo should be over 20 something years actually. So we don't know the kind of children they've given back to since they started fighting the Bokos. If you know what I'm talking, you understand. Because I don't want to believe that a child well raised by the mighty African mothers will have the mind to take another person's, to buy another person because you felt the person asked you to leave her home, you were not treating her rightly. And this is not the first time. I remember when the case of a former governor of Edo State, Igbinedion, happened, that their mother was was deleted by their house help. So, and then the other of the issue of a domestic staff in Ogun State that by a couple though and their son and their only child, a couple and their only child, the CBN lady, and also the case of a driver that by the hotel manager. So there are so many stories like this out there, and it's now happening, is more frequent. So you begin to ask questions. What is going on with the society? What is going on with Nigerian society? A lot of people in Nigeria depend on house helps, housemaids to assist them in their daily day-to-day activities. And a lot of our aging parents need the help. They need the help of house help, housemaid, steward, cook, and what have you to help them as they age. We all know Nigeria as a country has no facility for the aging population. So the aging population are left in the hands of relatives, helps, and if they are lucky, their children are with them in the village, in the hands of their children. No professional agency or platform or parastatal or whatever that is handling the aging population. And that's where it worries so much. It gets close to heart what people do these days to the people they felt they can so dealt with. Welcome, Joe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And to you all watching me from behind, please like this video for me, share as well. So also, I'll be talking about J Boogie. I think that's his social name, J Boogie. J Boogie took to God this morning to ask God that he needs for help. And I must commend him, first of all, for doing that, because that is where you can run to in times where your friends, family, and the world, abandon you. You have to run to God for help. And J Boogie I don't even know how to, I don't know whether, I think, let me use the word, she is a Nigerian socialite who transitioned from male to female, and she's been going through all kinds of surgery to enhance BBL here, boobs, surgery there, a lot of surgeries that we don't know the last one she did that that is resulting to serious complications. So I was watching a program from Netflix called I think is Bots or whatever. Let me remember the program. I will mention the title here. And what that program is all about is two plastic surgeons, board certified plastic surgeons in America. They are doing reconstructions, reconstruction surgery for all the people that have done plastic surgery in the past. Maybe you've done 6 plastic surgery, 123 plastic surgery, 24 plastic surgery. You have transition and you want to transition back or things like that. They were busy helping those for that kind of reconstruction. And I think it's called reconstructive surgeries to get them back to a better place, to make them look glam, hot, beautiful, gorgeous, what word you want to use for it. So I watched that yesterday. I watched like 3 episodes. I was like, oh my goodness. Some of them will frighten you. Some of them will like make you cringe. But you find out that in life and life itself, humans are insatiable. Why am I saying humans are insatiable? From that surgery, I was able to understand that in a year, 15 million people worldwide, 15 million go for plastic surgery. Any form of plastic surgery, 15 million. And from what those people were saying that not up to about 15 to 25% of those conducting plastic surgery operations are not certified. They don't have the license to practice it. So that brought me to J Boogie. I don't know if the doctors working on J Boogie, if they are certified to to do plastic surgery, or if there are those that claim or felt that they can do it. I don't know what his case is, but I would recommend he look for how to get to those doctors. I think I don't know the states they're in. I think they're in LA, in in the US. Find a way, J Boogie, to get to those doctors. They are going to do marvelous job for you. But I don't know if it's late already, because the information um, going around on social media said her kidneys beginning is affected. So I don't know, but I want to put it out there. Find those doctors, check them out on Netflix. If you like what you see, you might start looking for them to see how they can help you with some kind of constructive surgery. And again, what happened? So for him seeking God this morning, I must applaud him for that. He's seeking God this morning is a good thing. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's a good thing that he's asking God for help, because when you are down, especially health wise, it's only God that can help you when the doctors can no longer help you, right? When the doctors hands off on you, it's only God that can be of help. So I am happy he's seeking the Lord. And that was this morning during an online service of Pastor Ibiemi in River State, Port Harcourt. Another happening one today is about Davido's PR person, and the wife finally came online to clear the air that she and the husband, Israel, are no longer together. Lover carried this news before, but nobody believed Lover. All right. And also, which other story made the headlines? Maid Kuti. Why am I talking about Maid Kuti? Maid Kuti and his beautiful bride. Oh my goodness. The bride and the wedding and the pictures, the videos came just right in time when a Nigerian female pastor went on pulpit telling young ladies in her church that they should ditch their natural hair and start wearing wigs so they can attract a husband. So that made brides, oh my goodness, some people call her Adaeze. Some people call her Inidoni. I don't know which one is her favorite one, but she was a beautiful bride with her natural braid. So I must commend those that are rocking her natural braid. And if you haven't watched my recent video on that story, please click a video down on YouTube. You're going to see that video. You're going to see my opinion. You're going to see some of the clips I put in there to buttress my point. So do me well by clicking to watch that video on YouTube. What else made the headline this year? I'm just trying to do the summary of all the headline news before we get to the real gist. Oh my goodness, I'm having a call from Nigeria. Just give me a minute, okay, guys? Sorry, guys, about that. When you get calls from family members, you have to answer because you don't know if there is any serious. You guys know, right? Oh boy. So what was I saying? I was talking about J Boogie seeking for God's help, and I must commend her for that. Like I said before, and I'm happy at least she is realizing my help cometh from no other person but God. And also, another thing that made headline this week was the River State government. Yes, the River State governor is in serious quarter with the former governor of River State, Mwike, and Wike's audacity. I don't even want to go into that because it's a sorry story for you to hear somebody feeling as if I ask for something, if you like, you say what you want to say. Nobody's going. I'm not afraid of anybody. It is indeed a worrisome story. So my link is down for anyone that wants to jump in. If you have anything to contribute to some of the things I've shared today, we're talking about the lecturer in Niger State that was deleted by her house help, and also J Boogie that is asking Nigerians for help. They should hold a doctor accountable if anything goes wrong with him or her. And as well, I talked about Wike and the current governor of River State and Israel, Davido's sorry, not formal, Davido's PA, and the wife's separation. So these and many more, we'll be talking about it as I remember most of the things I wrote down. I will just look at them right now to see if I'm missing anything. Pardon me if I do. Honestly, this Saturday is one of those Saturdays you just feel like being in bed and not waking up. But we have to do what we have to do. We have to keep our audience engaged and entertained. And Maid Kuti, congratulations to Maid and the beautiful wife on their wedding, and also the beautiful wife with the natural hair. If only I can continue to maintain my natural hair, I will wear it every day. But it's just that I am not serious in maintaining my natural hair because it requires some really, really love, care, and tenderness. Okay. And also making the headlines, France returned $150 million Abacha loot. This Abacha money, they finish. Oh. They finish. Oh. Imagine since when they started return Abacha's money. I was still in the university many years ago. Hey, they've been returning this money. In fact, since Obasanjo was in government, in the president, that was when they started returning Abacha's loot. To tell you that the guy cleared Nigerian treasury. So France just returned $150 million dollars, not naira, $1 million to Nigeria. And also, I want to use this opportunity to shout the news out. The United States of America is telling Nigerians, is telling citizens, American citizens in Nigeria, that is their concern. American citizens in Nigeria right now, the United States government put out a message that you should avoid some certain hotels in Nigeria because of the information they receive. There might be some threat they receive. So please, if you are an American citizen right now in Nigeria, please make sure you check your emails because this information must have been forwarded to you guys. And they also made available numbers to call for American Embassy in Abuja and American Embassy in Lagos. So we must be our brother's keeper. We want you guys back here safely, okay? What else? Made the headline? A lot of things made headlines. A lot of things. I don't even want to, but we are taking the big ones, okay? The big ones. The almighty Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg was had surgery this week, and he's still hoping to fight with Elon Musk in the future after he recovers. And what else? What else? What else? I'm looking at my notes. That's why I'm looking this way to see if I'm missing anything. Let's see. Okay, another thing that made the headline this week in Nigeria was that the the House of Assembly and Senate rejected President Tinubu's yacht presidential yacht fund of $5 billion. They turned it down, and rather they use that money for something else. Let me even see if I'll pull it up to see how they worded that yacht money. Okay, let me go and see. And this morning, yesterday, the people in charge of the yacht now came to tell Nigerians that the yacht has been purchased, it's been delivered, is in Nigerian shores already. That now they're having difficulties with how to pay for the yacht. So they took delivery of the yacht since June. So Tinubu got in position in May. Yeah, May 29. By June, less than a month, he has already acquired the yacht, and they've already shipped the yacht, already sitting in Nigerian shores. Okay, now it's time for payment. The House turned, both the Assembly and Senate turned down the budget, say they are not buying president yacht. Then the people in charge now say, oh, the yacht is already in Nigeria. How are we going to pay? Almost, I don't know what President Tinubu needs the yacht for. The man is already trying to manage his life. He doesn't need any yacht. He already has a plane to fly for event. If the yacht is for his members of his family, they should start telling Nigerians the truth. Anyways, Nkechi Cynthia, you're on Facebook now. Yay! I'm going to look for you because I know you're on YouTube. Nice to see you on Facebook. Oh my God, I'm going to follow you immediately. Ah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. And also, they say the naira is coming up, is falling. So naira are from the news. From the news. They say naira is now strengthening. It's going for 950 naira for $1. Do you really want it to strengthen, or do I want it to remain the way it is? Because if I send you $20, not 20,000 naira. So but I want it to be straightened, okay? So I want the prices of things in Nigeria to start going down. I want a better life for the people of Nigeria, because that 1,000 naira for $1 is not it at all. It's not it. Even if I send 20,000 naira for $20, you will still buy something of $20. You're not going to buy something of huge amounts because of the high cost in merchandise. All right, so these are the things. Okay, one more thing before I forget. Yule Dochie made headline again, trying to talk down on Rufai Seni because he did not like Rufai Seni's type of journalism. Okay, he ranted, he did his own reaction. Okay, people are calling him Yule the reactor. So he reacted on Rufai Seni's way of interviewing and all of that. So I don't know what to say about that, but you will always have something to say. Okay, so give it to him. He's an individual, he's a citizen, he has freedom of speech, so he can express himself, he can do his own reaction, just like I'm doing my own analysis in my channel. Okay, so he can also react to things. But the thing is that when you're trying to correct somebody, don't come insulting the person at the same time, because you will not pass the message. Try to correct meaningfully. So you pass the message you're trying to pass out there, and not to correct with wasbos. Okay, you and the person you're trying to correct, who will now be a better person? Okay, that's the way I say it. Anyway, Dele Mamudu came to defend Yuseni, that people might not like his method of journalism, but I think he's a very brave and brilliant mind, and I like him. I like Oseni too, okay? Some people should be able to tell the politicians to their faces, Oga, I put it to you. They should have such people in Nigeria telling politicians, I put it to you. This is what it's supposed to be, because these people, they really don't care about the poor masses, okay? They don't care. Because if they do care about the poor masses, them requesting to be for their, what is it called? SUV, they are trying to buy them in the mix of poverty in Nigeria. I don't think they care for their constituency. So there should be some more Osenis in Nigerian news, more Osenis among Nigerian journalists, okay? So they can tell the politicians to their faces where they are getting it wrong. That's my opinion. Anyways. All right, what else? What else made my headline this week before we now get back to the story? All right, so let's see what else made the story. Mohbad's wife name is still ringing bells. So Mohbad's father granted a lot of interviews saying that it was only introduction they did. They did not do proper marriage for Mohbad's wife, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Videos, pictures of the marriage surfaced. That means there was a fully legal Yoruba traditional marriage performed on Wumi's head. That's Mohbad's wife, okay, late Mohbad's wife, okay. So the family, I don't know, they are fighting over properties. That is just it. The father is fighting the wife over the properties of his son. I don't know why Nigerians are not talking about it, because if the guy was fully married, her husband's things should be for her. After all, she has a son also from Mohbad. I don't know why people are not looking at it from that perspective. The only angle I'm saying, if this lady contributed to the demise of Mohbad, then she will be able to face the law. Guys, again, I did not plug my phone, my laptop. Let me do the plug in just a minute, okay? All right, so I'm back. Thanks, sis, for always updating us. Thank you, Nketi Cynthia. Thank you so much for watching from Facebook. Yay! All right, so we have said a lot of things this morning. I must also say this, my outfit is making me very uncomfortable, okay? I have a tie and dye, right? That's what it's called. The kind of noise that the thing is making, is too much for me to handle. Any angle I move, it will be doing shuku shuku. Maybe because I need to wash it off, right? To be able to relax a little bit. But I'm enjoying the fact that it's free. Okay, this is the first time I'm wearing tie and dye since something like this since I came tie and dye since I came overseas. This is my first time, so I'm loving it. But it's very uncomfortable with the noise. If you have any idea how to cure the noise, let me know. Joy is laughing. All right, so back to my story. Guys. When I heard about that lecturer that was deleted, honestly, when I heard about that story, I felt so bad. I felt so bad because I don't know why it's very easy for people to buy people. Okay. In the US here, when you hear about those somebody carried AK and entered the supermarket, entered the cinema. I talked about this similar thing last week. I don't know why they keep happening. They should just stop happening so that we can live this life in peace, because there's so much going on already. People are going through a lot already. Okay, I don't know why they keep happening. I don't know. Because how could a young girl of 14, because your madam said, ask you to leave because you weren't treating her nicely, then you decided to go and do what? Call your friends. And you came prepared. That means there was a motive. They came with weapon, knife, and they came. She said they wanted to harass the woman, but they ended up doing what? Bish, 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 bish. As if that was not enough. They went to the woman's kitchen, grabbed more, and then gave the woman a very horrifying last moment of life. Very horrifying, very painful. Nobody should pass like that. Very painful, physical pain. That's where they dealt with this woman for doing what to this girl? For saying, you're stealing from me. I don't want you again. Please leave. And then she ganged up with her friend, 14-year-old. When I was 14 years, what was I even thinking about? 14 years, you should be in SS what again? SS2 or SS1 for some people. SS2, SS1 at 14. What was I even thinking about in 14? I was thinking about how to do what? Come back and eat my mother's food, go to school and come back, do homework, do lesson. That's what I was thinking at 14 because I was doing lesson. I was doing lesson every week, every day of the week, or less Saturdays. And then I will go to school. I will come back because I was a day student. I wasn't a boarding student. I was a day student. So I will go to school. I will walk down back to my house. By the time you come back, you're looking for food. By the time you finish eating, you're freshening up, you're going for lesson. By the time you finish lesson, it's already about 6 p.m. You're back to your house. Then you start washing dishes because I happen to be the last girl in my house. So I will wash dishes, clear the trash, right? Then what else was I thinking about 14? I was even trying to understand what puberty was at the time. But this girl at 14 is already thinking of how to buy somebody. Somebody should help me make it make sense to me. Help me make it make sense because I don't understand what the world is turning into. I made a video, I was saying, is the world coming to an end? How could, and it's even a girl. How could a girl? These days, what are 14 years old thinking about these days? I'm talking about Nigerian 14-year-old because I can tell you what American 14-year-old is thinking about. What are they thinking about? Even the Saturday itself, no time at all, because house chores and indoors, assignments and so on. Before you even know, time is gone. Joe, please tell me again. A 14-year-old, what would that girl's mother be saying? I don't even understand this. When I hear these stories, I cringe. I kind of ask God, is this world coming to an end? Because life has really shifted so drastically. When I was 14 and what 14s are doing now is something you can't even fathom. I was like, you're in secondary school at 14. You're already, instead of you think, okay, it's even better now to start thinking about how to go and do dance on YouTube or on Instagram. It would have been better if that's what this girl was thinking about. How to go and do Instagram. No, but it's how to do by, I don't even know what to say about this girl, but I must say her parents failed. Her parent failed. And I hope is that she's not among those children that Boko were busy impregnating women in Nigeria. Because people are not even thinking about all those children they are giving birth to. How are they being raised? People should be more careful now. The kind of person you bring to live with you as a house help. The kind of person you bring to work for you as a help. You ask question down to their village if possible. Find out the parents. Find out their community. I think people should start going extra mile these days in finding people. Not just, yes, there is a girl in our street here that we know. Yeah, she can come and live with you. That is all you know. No proper questions asked. No background check done. And then you bring a hardened sea into your home to come and live with you. Joe, honestly, a lot of changes had happened within the past 10 years, past 15 years, past 20 years. I can't even believe during my old time, what will a 14-year-old? Okay, for those that their mother are into business, you'll be thinking about, oh, you're going to sit in your mother's shop when in your spare time, because there's no time. Your mother will not even let you stay in the compound all unsupervised. You can never be alone unsupervised. There must be somebody around. I don't know what is going on these days. House help. It used to be that house helps will tamper with the madam's food. So I saw a video on Instagram about a house help who was working in the kitchen while the madam was in the living room with the family. She was to wash dishes in the kitchen. This girl was in that kitchen, took a bowl, their cooking bowl, eating bowl, peed in the kitchen, peed in the kitchen, and then poured the water in the pee in the sink. And then before she started washing dishes. When I saw it, I say, is it that if this girl crosses over to the bathroom to pee, it becomes a problem for the madam? Why are people wicked? Why is that particular house, why was she that mean to the family? Anything that you're excreting, you're taking out of your body is waste and is dangerous. It will have bacteria and all manner of things in it. Then you pee, you pour it in the sink where you're washing dishes, contaminating everything in the household. Why are people this way? Why? If you know you cannot be a house help in a home and do it with your whole heart, why go there now? Somebody will tell me it's because of money. Somebody will say now maybe their madams are wicked. I can understand some madams can be wicked, very wicked. But if you think you can't handle that wickedness, tell your parents you want to leave. You don't have to remain there. And then start retaliating by being very, very evil. You don't have to. Let me read some comments. Even TikTok. Oh, it was on TikTok too. You see? You're right. Oh, everybody should be careful on how they allow people into their home. I must say that honestly, people should be careful. During my Saturdays, I will follow my mom to her shop. You see, just like I said, I'll follow my mom to her shop because she does tailoring. So now tell me, where is the time? Then on Saturdays, of course, and of course, them no bob me well. Make I make I no go church on Sundays. These days, I don't even think people follow their parents to church these days. A lot of things are happening, honestly. I used to be on TikTok. I had my Oyoyo word on TikTok, Oyoyo Ndoki Kitchen on TikTok, and all of that. But I stopped being on TikTok because for some reason, I don't know what I was even looking in the evening, my evening time, which is already late night or late evening in most of European countries. So I came on TikTok, I saw a live stream. I didn't like what I saw, so I left. For the past 4 months or thereabouts, I haven't been on TikTok. And I think my account has been, they've banned my account or deleted my account because if I'm trying to go back there, you say, use your login word. I can't even remember the password. So I have those accounts there. I can't remember the password. Then Instagram. If you go to Instagram in the evening and see what they are doing on live stream on Instagram, you will not allow your daughter, your son, your teenager, most especially your teenager, to be on Instagram. If you see what they are doing now on Instagram live, you will not allow your teenager to be on Instagram. TikTok is a no-no for teenagers. You will not allow your teenager to be on TikTok. The world is actually closing in on a lot of things. More immorality is at the peak right now. It's only on Facebook. I've not checked Facebook live in the evening for me to see, but if it's allowed on Instagram, that means it's also allowed on Facebook. Oh, Chisan, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here, beautiful. Don't forget to like the live stream for me. Don't forget to contribute in the comment section if you can. I really appreciate you. So when you look at all of these things, you understand, you gave your child a smartphone, your child has access to these apps, they see all manner of things. Their developmental stage is no longer what it was when I was 14. When I was 14, we did not have a what is it called? A cell phone. When I was 14, there was no cell phone in Nigeria. What we had was landline, and the landline is in the living room. And when you come to answer the landline, maybe your mother is sitting in the parlor with you, or your father, or something like that. So you can understand, before you give your anybody, stranger, your house phone to call, you must weigh the options of the beatings you might receive when you mess up. So that was my growing up. But these days, growing up these days, everybody has what? a smartphone. Everybody. We all have smartphones. Young kids have smartphones. But how are the parents monitoring them? Because I'm beginning to think, where are they learning all these bad things? I don't want to use the right words for this on my live stream because of YouTube and Facebook. Where are they learning all these hard, hard, criminalities? Where are they learning hard stuff like that? How can a 14-year-old girl have the mind to storm the house of her former employer, to beat the woman up? In the process of beating the woman up, they pied the woman. They got so angry. They got a knife. They started pish all over her place, her stomach, her leg, her eye, her head. How could a 14-year-old girl in Nigeria get to that? How? How? Can someone help me understand this? It's not making sense. It's not making sense. Thank you so much, she seemed, and that landline might be one family in the whole village. I'm not even talking about village, because village that time they didn't have a nitel. You understand? They didn't have nitel. It's much later that when things started developing. I mean, I don't know if they have nitels now in the villages. It was intercom they had in the villages those days, because gate to the house, family gate is always very far from the main house. So they will put intercom. If you come, for those that had it at the time, you press at the gate, then and they will ask you who is there. You will now say who is coming. Somebody will now come and open the gate for you. That's what was experienced growing up. But now, you can learn a lot of bad things from the internet so quickly. Just put your mind to consuming those things. Before you know it, your mindset is changing. The kind of things they do on live in the evening, they will tell you there are guidelines on what you say on Instagram, what you say on YouTube, what you say on Facebook. But how about what they do? Is it that they don't see those videos? You see them come almost naked, twerking up and down. Is it that they don't see those? Algorithm is not picking it. Why is it only that they pick, what will I say? When you use words like evil, wicked, criminalities, why is it that they pick only those ones? Because if they want to censor, they should censor rightly. Instagram, because Daddy Freeze goes live very late, around 2 a.m. Nigerian time, which will be around my 8 p.m. Okay, because of that, after watching Daddy Freeze, or maybe sometimes I'll meet him at the end of his live stream, before you know it, another live will pop in for you. And then when you click to see, you just see ladies doing all manner of things because of roses or whatever they give them on Instagram. And the people I see their notification are Oyibo ladies, because I don't maybe because of my location, so that's what is flashed on my Instagram. I was like, gosh, what's going on? Most times, all these movies that they watch are not contributing positively to their lives. Most of the morals of the movies are nothing to write home about. You can say that again. You can say that again. You know, it was from Nigerian movies that people thought if you go and do a ritual, you will make money, because they were trying to depict what the society is doing. But people watch those things and think it's real. It's not real. If you want to make money, work hard for your money. Use these fingers, these hands that God gave you. Soil it by doing what? If it's mechanic, go do mechanic. If it's panel beating, you can do it. If it's to go farming, go fishing. If it's to study, go to school. Learn. These are avenues you can make money. But young people of these days, they don't want to stain their hands. Rather, they will come and shake what God gave them. What their mama gave them. That's how he said. I saw a man in Nigerian social media sensation. A man, he comes with his boxer, not even boxer pants, let me call it underwear, okay? And then he'll be twerking with his underwear and be cooking. I say, hey, yeah, has he gotten to men too? That's what I said to in my mind. I say, oh, men don't enter too. Nigerian men don't enter. I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, so tomorrow this one will come and marry somebody's daughter. I cover my daughters with the blood of Jesus. This one will come and marry somebody's daughter. And the guy, when he was shared by Remedy Blog or something. Remedy Blog shared it. So I was like, no, it's not happening. So he put the link where he got the video from. So I click on the link and I went through. That's what the guy is known for. It's not that he's an underwear model, but he's modeling it by himself. I was like, and you know why these things are shocking to me? Because Nigeria, Africa, they have strong hold on their children, strong hold attachment to their tradition and culture. So what is going on here? And again, they have more churches in Nigeria than they have companies in Nigeria. More churches than companies, than businesses. They have more churches than companies in Nigeria. So you start asking yourself, upon all this religiosity they are trying to, portray, they have mosques everywhere. They have churches everywhere. Every Sunday, all the churches are busy. Tuesday midweek, Wednesday midweek, Thursday, Friday night vigil, and then the mosques every Friday is mosque period. Despite all the religiosity going on in Nigeria, this young generation, they will never get their hands dirty. Rather, they will use their body, what their mother gave them, to come and look for money on TikTok, Instagram. A boy is cooking. I must give it to him. He cooks very well. Okay, he really cooks well. But the point, must you be on your underwear to be cooking? Must you? That's why if they can't be able to like bend down, humble themselves to look for better way of making money, they start looking for who to buy. It's very, very concerning. I don't know if another person is feeling what I'm feeling, but I felt so pained when they took the life of that lecturer in Minna, in Niger State. The lecturer, it was even the church people that said, no, unlike this woman, she's a very dedicated church member. She comes to church all the time. Hey, Uju Talk Show. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Wanyoma. How are you doing? You're just waking up. Thank you for being here. The story was that the woman did not come to church. And the church member said no, that she doesn't miss Sunday service. If she comes Sundays, she comes midweek. She's a very dedicated child of God. That what is going on, let them go do visitation to see if she's feeling okay. Maybe she's not feeling well. Only for the church members to get there, they opened the door. The woman was lying in her pool. Honestly, they now raised the alarm, called the police. They start doing investigation. It was traced down to a 14-year-old housemaid. This is not the first time. That was how they ended Igbinedion's mother's life. The former governor of Edo State. It was a housemaid. How about the CBN couple? The CBN lady and her husband and their only child, driver, house help. That was how they died. The events are beginning to occur regularly, more regular than before. Then you start asking, what is going on? Even if hunger is killing you to the point that you can't even, the money they are paying you is small, why not leave the employment? Why? You can leave. This one in Niger State, the woman realized that the girl was stealing from her, very disrespectful. So she asked the girl to leave. The girl left. Then the girl now went and told her friends in school that that woman said I should stop working for her, that she's very wicked, she's very this. The friends now said, let's go and teach her a lesson. Upon coming to teach her a lesson, that was how they dealt with this woman. They gave this woman most painful way to pass, most painful. Because, after they have finished all the knifing, all the pish with their knife, they left her there. She might still be breathing. So she'll be breathing in pain until she passes the last breath. Why are people this bad, this heartless? What is going on in Nigerian society? Instead of them to start looking for politicians that are squandering their money, they are looking for their fellow people struggling. I read in one of the things we are going to talk about that recently Nigerian government received Abacha's loot of $150 million from France. So Abacha died, let's say over 20. Abacha died, I think it was 2000. It was in 2000 or 2001 or 2009 or 1999. It could be 1999, I can't remember, that he passed. Do you know if Nigerian government had put that $150 million in kind of investment program with the bank, it would have yielded a lot of money for them on investment. So France held that money until now before they released it. So they must have made so much profit with that Nigerian loot. This is Abacha's loot. And nobody's doing anything about it. Imagine since Obasanjo was president, they've been collecting loot. Obasanjo got some loot back. What's his name? Yaradua got some back. Jonathan got some back. But Buhari got some back. Now Tinubu is receiving some. So how much did Abacha steal from Nigerian treasury? If these people are angry at people, they should be angry at their politicians and leave their fellow citizens alone. No. I don't know what the world is becoming. I don't know. And Nigerian families, if you go to any Nigerian family right now, in all honesty, out of 10, 8 have what? Housemates, steward, cook, gardener. And all those domestic staffs are the ones that know where you put your house key. They have access to your kitchen, access to your house keys, access to your home. Some of them even have access to your phones. Honestly. And what am I even talking about? Our aging parents back home in Nigeria, they rely on the services of house helps to help them, because there is no care, no medical care, no aging population kind of care in Nigeria. Nothing is established. So aging population, they age in their homes, sometimes without help. Sometimes if they have family members around, that is it. So you find out that for the most part, there is no way you do without house help in Nigeria. But I'm using this platform to say, please, let all of us wake up. Let all of us wake up. If you're going to employ somebody, find a means of doing background check. I know there is no agency established. There might be some HR companies that are established that could do a background check for you, but that might be for employment purposes. But for this kind of domestic staff employment deal, I don't know if they have anything in place. But if you have agency where they register, I think that might be the best option. Going through agencies. It might cost you more, but at least you get some guarantee if there is any at all, because I don't know how it's done. I feel so bad for the family of that lecturer. I feel so bad. I said here, Boko, you guys know when I say Boko, you guys should know what I'm talking about. I don't want to use their name here in my live stream. Boko children, They've grown. Some of them are 18, some of them are 17, some of them are 15, 16. So let us be aware that those children they impregnated when Obasanjo was in government, they are over 18 now. Those they impregnated during Yar'Adua's time, they should be over 14 or 16 now. So they are in the society. Because I don't want to believe that a mother who sat down to raise her child will raise a monster that will have the mind to go and take a life. So it's either there is a very serious problem in the upbringing for somebody to get that, or greed. Some people will say sheer greed. I know greed could, but I don't even know where to place my hand that this is where the problem is coming from. It's bad upbringing, very bad one. It could be greed. People are lazy to work these days. They want easy, soft money. Baby girl life, right? Soft life. Soft life is sweet. But before you start thinking about soft life, put things in place that will generate you money so you can live the soft life. Nobody is telling you that you cannot live your soft life. You can. But for example, if you have anything that is internet required, if your business is online that people must always purchase, you're making money. For those that are doing Amazon market, they are making money because people will continue to buy. Find something to do that will be generating you money that will guarantee you soft life, not quick life. Last week in my live stream, I talked about a young, very hopeful student, engineering student from University of Port Harcourt that died his girlfriend, a 300 level student. Today, I'm talking about a 14-year-old that died. Former madam, she's no longer living with this man. This one has sent her away back to her parents. But they came back because they know her home to take a pound from her. In the process, they deleted this woman. I don't think it's even good for somebody to live all by herself again in Nigeria. I don't think it's good. Welcome, Mommy Fechi. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate all of you. So it's very, very worrisome. It's very, very heartbreaking to even talk about the story. It was my sister that sent that message, and I know exactly why she sent it to me. When I finished watching it, I was gripped with fear. When I mean fear, who will you trust? Who will you trust? If you had aging people in Nigeria, who will you trust? And for those that are employing house help, do yourself some good. If you can get things done by yourself, please do. If you can get a relative to live with you, fine and good. Be careful who you open your doors to. I'm saying this to my audience and at the same time talking to myself. Be careful who you open your door to. We should be extremely careful. All right. Haven't said that much on the lecturer, house help, steward, domestic staff, and all of that. I also talk about J Boogie. J Boogie is a Nigerian guy that transitioned to a woman. I'm using she because that's how she looks now. So, and I want to believe she's addressed as she. She has done a lot of surgeries, and then this last one did not go well. It came with a lot of complications. She's asking Nigerians to pray for her. And no, not to pray for her. She's asking Nigerians to hold her doctor accountable. But the thing is this, okay? When you're going in for those surgeries, they will let you sign some documents and tell you the complications. That this is the chances, 50-50, 20-70, 80-50, whatever it is. They will tell you all the chances, 15%, 25%. So yesterday I was watching a series on Netflix where they are doing reconstructive surgery on all the plastic surgery that have gone bad so far. If you want them to do reconstructive for you, you have to seek their help. So I now said, let me use this opportunity to say, J Boogie, if you're there, start getting your visa right now to see if you can get into these people's league, because all the reconstructive surgery they did, they actually turned out good. The one of the ones I watched yesterday, a guy used to have a cucumber. Now she has pecus, so they had to do some layering of the pecus. It was, I don't know the medical terms. They would use this one to do the cover, to do to give it shape, to make it look good, and they got it right because the girl felt it was too fake. They want to make it look real, so they did the reconstruction and they got it right. So if you see her entering the place, she looked like the triple D. That was when she came. Her boobs were triple D. By the time they removed the silicone inside the thing, the girl had a flat, no breast muscles, because um you know the obvious reason. She was formerly of the cucumber people, okay? So there was no muscle. They had to fit in a reduced size. So J Boogie, if you're there, reach out to those doctors because they were doing amazing. What I saw yesterday on Netflix, they might help you. Since your doctor is not helping, you might reach out to them. So this morning she took to God and on a live stream prayer session with Pastor Ibiemi, asking God to help her. So please, if you can, lift J Boogie in your prayer that God will help him or her, give her or him a change of heart. Let repentance take place. Let God take the wheel on his or her behalf, because she's going or he's going through so much pain right now. It is hard to trust people. Oh. Same is happening here in US. Yeah, absolutely. It's everywhere. So as I'm talking to my audience, I'm talking to myself too. Okay, that's just the truth about it. I'm talking to myself too. I am talking to myself. It's very unfortunate what has been happening, and I really pray that our people should be more humane. Last week was a very passionate plea live stream. I made live stream. I was asking my audience, what kind of human are you? Where do you fit in humanity? Are you the type that contributes to people's joy and happiness, or the type that contributes to the anxiety and depression? So where do you fit in? The world is suffering, okay? We have wars going on in the world right now. The world is in pain. In any way you look at it, the world is in pain. So let humanity take over whatever it is, and let's start loving one another. I think that's where I'm going to put it. The same cosmetic surgery pied fashion police host. Yes, now the fashion police host, they warned her. They told her categorically that this is very risky. You considered you've done about I don't know if it was 8 or 10 that she has done in her lifetime. They told her the complications, the risk was very high. She said, "Well, and I die, person go die. But the kokuma, if you're doing the plastic surgery that will make me pass, I might kokuma die there." She said all of those jokingly during the time she went in and she did not come out. He also acquired Obasanjo's wife. Let's not forget that. Ujuma Anyoma, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And he's also quite a one influencer, and I think Instagram influencer. She was looking very beautiful. There was no need for that surgery, but she said her mommy body, that she wants her baby, her body back, that after having given birth to her last child, she's seen some pouches come out. This girl did not survive. Mel had a video about her. I don't know her name, but she's one of American celebrities and all of that. She did not survive. So that is the reality on ground. Ujuwa Anyoma, what do you have to say in my topics today? Please, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, host. Greetings to the people in the audience. Now, I wanted to add to the story you shared about the lecturer that they died. It just brought me to a story I heard this week that really broke me. It happened here in the U.S.
Wow.
This lady went to, you know, see his father because his father died. to make arrangements and all that.
Yeah.
His father lived in a different state. Come to find out, and this lady, I know her. Come to find out that the father's caregiver buried her.
Huh?
Yeah, here in the US, buried her, and didn't even tell the police till 2 days later. So, and the question is why? Why? That's what we are asking. Why? And this is a
Wait,
white lady.
is the person not a certified CNA?
They have caregivers. I don't know whether it's a CNA. They have caregivers that
Uh-huh.
that are not certified. I don't know the kind of person, the
Yeah.
kind of certification. I don't know. So this lady, I just heard this news this week, early this week. It broke me.
Hmm.
A very well known nurse, just okay. Her dad died. She just went to put things together, manage his estate. I don't know what happened, what transpired between her and the caregiver. The caregiver died her.
By the woman.
Yes, so it's happening. So that's why why I tell people here, you don't know people's mental state too. It's not everybody that is laughing with you is normal upstairs.
Hey.
Now what are they going to do? The cops now is a different state because she lives here here in Vegas. She just went to take care of things for her dad that died. The caregiver died her. They
Why?
announced it. They announced it. That's why we're asking why, what happened, what we are not there. So hopefully the police will find out because the caregiver now reported to the police 2 days later
Hmm.
after the incident. Now she's now in custody. Hopefully she'll be able to say what happened. So it's happening everywhere.
Don't
You
be
don't know,
surprised it was the caregiver that acquired the father too.
maybe to take
To
some of
take the
the stuff.
man's properties.
Mhm. So that's the thing. Wherever you have to be very careful because not everybody is normal. I keep saying it. People will think I'm joking. Not everybody is mentally okay. So it's just we are in God's hands. You never know. That's why yesterday I was thinking about it. I said if people will learn to be nice to everybody because you don't know what will trigger somebody. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And we've heard stories about employees coming to buy people in the workplace because somebody offended them. You see what I'm saying? Is the mental, and some people coming into schools to buy
People.
omwaze
Hmm.
because somebody offended them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And some people being bullied in schools, and the way to retaliate is coming to school and to open, to start,
Fire.
I don't, yeah, to start, people don't know, people don't realize. That's why I say we have to be, no matter what, have to be nice to and everybody you come across. That's just the way this life is. You have to be. You don't know. You don't know what people are going through now. Even here, okay, we're talking about Nigeria. Here, when your child goes to school, you're praying and covering them because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what will happen. It can be the teacher. It can be a child that is being tormented or bullied that will just start acting out. You see? So, my dear, this life, I don't know. So that's just what I wanted to just chip in because that one, this
Ha.
lady, I just saw this lady. Eh,
Ha.
tell you,
No, this one, there is motive to this one. I believe it's because of the man's properties.
there's a motive. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened, but
Yeah.
why the dot? Well, I don't know.
Ah.
I don't know. I just wanted to share it for people to know. When we talk about Nigeria, I think it's happening here a lot, a lot.
The one here, because they will tell you is mental illness, those going to
Exactly,
school to buy people, mental illness. Our own, they don't diagnose anybody of any mental illness. If they
exactly,
consider mental illness, that means you're already at the market square dancing and picking
exactly.
rubbish.
They don't know you can trigger somebody to do something.
Yeah.
The way you talk to somebody, the way you bully them can trigger something. They don't understand that.
Yeah.
That's why it's very important. We go through this workplace. violent
Yeah,
class every year. For
absolutely.
you to they tell you, mind how you talk to people,
To people.
mind what you say. Do you understand? You have to treat everybody with respect. They talk about it all the time.
All the time. You know, that's the privilege we have here because those training, you must do them. Is
You
required.
must every
Once they
year.
say it's required, if you don't do it, you're in trouble. You understand? You're in trouble with your performance. So you must do them. And it helps those training, they help you to understand your options, to understand how to deal with things. Even when you think the person, you disagree with the person, respectfully, you still have to treat the person nicely with
Exactly.
respect. You don't
With
have to
respect.
agree all the times. You don't have to belong to the same political affiliation or whatever, but you still have to respect the person. But
Exactly.
back home, the reverse is the case.
Big case. You see an employer slapping an employee. You see them yelling at them, treating them as if I'll tell you. I don't know. We have a lot of work. A lot of work needs to be done back home, but
Honestly,
what
you
can I
know,
say?
my friend Mel had a live stream yesterday. She was talking about editorials and interview. I was saying in the live stream that I really hope and pray editorial had consulted, HR agency so they can vet background check of all these people coming, because some of them might be thieves. Some will come and be thieving from your from your client. You wouldn't know. Before you know it, client review will say no. You don't know who is coming. There is so much unemployment in Nigeria,
That is true, though.
so much hunger. Everything is times 10 from what it used
Mm,
to be.
mm,
And it's now telling on people because they are reacting. But the thing is, they are not reacting to the right people. They
mm.
should react to their politicians. They should react to their House of Rep members, states and representatives, senators. But no, when they see those who rank candidate, they will hail them. They
Mm,
will now come and react with a poor neighbor
mm.
for having I pass my neighbor generator.
Yeah, but when it comes to that, you don't have control over it in the sense when you're in Nigeria, in the sense that even when you employ a domestic help, you don't know what that person will turn into until when you start seeing your money missing or food missing. You say, okay, she can employ. Do
I'm
you
telling
understand?
you.
And then you have to go through many people before you get that right one. That's just the way it is in Nigeria. Even here, where you think they do background checks, some of them will forge their they will forge whatever, because
Yeah,
most
the
companies,
background check now is not you don't do it yourself. They have to use your
exactly,
social security to be able to determine if
but
you have
not
any
every company does that intensive background check. Do you
criminal
understand?
records.
Yeah, not every company does it. Like you're
Wow.
talking about a small shop or somewhere doing background in one name. In a Kuziko in Maroze, some stuff in a high and all those people name were on alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
You
But
know
you
that
know, at
those
least before you get there, you know you're the one putting yourself. You have the
exactly,
option
but
of not getting going there.
you're talking about good companies, established organizations that will run a background check. Many of them, they don't do all those small stores you see around. Nna ka nso n'Igbo, fa adịrị emekwa ya o.
Ezioku. I remember
Mhm,
when I was in what is it called again? Corporate environment.
mhm,
There is this lady we used to see in subway close to my
mhm,
office.
mhm.
So she was very relatable, very friendly, excellent customer service.
Yeah,
So we are like, please, can you come and apply? We can put in a word for you, do reference for you for you to come. Just
yeah,
apply. She opened up to us that she can't
yeah.
because when she was 18, she went to the big house.
Yeah. You figure, no? So
Big
that's
house.
the
We
thing.
were shocked. Me and my co-worker were doing a Madam do good, Tush do good or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
We were shocked. And because of that record, she can apply to real proper job.
Exactly. But those other ones, if you go subway, they'll hire. Do you understand? So not all of them does the background check like you think.
Ah,
Okay, one name Dalu so oh nice having you.
daalụ ọmalịcha uju
Nice.
nwanyị ọma, daalụ rinne.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for putting in your your own word to this. Honestly, I am so weak in with the information Uju came to drop with us here, honestly, about the nurse that went to see that her father passed and a caregiver. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. By the nurse in the process. Honestly, by heart and prayers goes to the family of the nurse, and I hope that the police will do their due diligence to prosecute this matter to the latest. I know even at that prosecution and all of that will not bring back this woman alive, but let there be some kind of comfort for the family members. So it boils down to what we are saying: do what you have to do. And also, if you're an employer, sincerely speaking, if you're an employer, be kind to your employers. Be kind to your domestic staff. Treat them like your own children, because they can easily put wee wee in your food, spit kata in your food, put the other one, the number two, in your food. They can easily do, or even put ota pia pia in your food. Be kind to your household, domestic staff. Be kind to them. When you have done everything you know how to do, the rest you leave to God. And also ask questions. Vent them properly by going through, okay, where are you from? Your family, your village, what's the name, and all of that. Send somebody, an independent person, maybe a relative of yours, if you cannot go there, to go and ask questions about these people. Because there is danger. Truly. We should be careful. Do the ones we can do and leave the rest for God. So J Boogie, I still making reference to those Hollywood board certified surgeon. They do reconstructive surgery, and reach out to them. The series is on Netflix. I can't remember the name. If I remember, I'm going to pin it on this particular live stream. And also, what else did I talk about? Oh my goodness. Today is just one of those. Hey Mel, welcome to my live stream. Welcome. I've been talking for 1 hour now. Welcome, baby girl. How are you doing? So I'm doing my weekly updates, and most of the thing I've shared today is about the rate at which the domestic staffs in Nigeria are buying their madams and their ogas. And Instagram sensation J Boogie, I was making a recommendation to him or her to reach out to the Hollywood people. They will be able to help her with a reconstructive surgery to help her live. And also this morning, she was asking God to help. God, in your faithfulness, please reach out to J Boogie. Your hands are not short that you cannot reach, and that your ears are never shut on your people. Reach out to him, Jehovah, and heal him at this point in the mighty name of Jesus. So these and every other thing we've been talking about today, I must thank you guys for joining me today. It's been an interesting conversation, and also a very concerning one for me, because I feel people should be more human, but unfortunately, our society is not helping matters, okay? But let's be human. Let's do what we can do, and let's leave the rest for God. That's what I'm saying today. Do what you can do. If you're hiring somebody, do background check, because the stories we hear these days are such sorry stories. Yesterday in your live stream, Mel, we talked about editorial's hiring process. If she could get professionals to help, do background check for those people and all of that. I know banks in Nigeria do background checks. I know big private sectors, they do background check. They will check your credentials, check your formal employment, and also check with youth service. So youth service, your school, and your formal employment, to see reason why you left the previous employment. Was it because of fraud? Was it because of anything? Those are the things the bank do. check, they are going to write each other. They will be able to pull the information and then verify. But to get a steward, to get a domestic staff in Nigeria, how are you going to do the background check? Biko Kenen, can someone help me with that? We don't have a system whereby everybody's in the system. But then again, Nigeria has NIN, right? The national identification number, right? They can actually use those national identification number. If a company can come up, that's a business proposal for someone. If you're there listening to me, I'm giving you a business idea to run to Nigeria and start it now. A background check company where you can be able to check all the way to the housemaids. Okay, I think with the fact that Nigerians now have a particular number attached to their names, that might be of a good thing now to be able to start conducting background check, because they'll be able to trace you to your village, to your hometown, and all of that. I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I'm just here saying my 2 cents, hoping that something good will happen to Nigeria. All right. And also, I talked about Yule Doche and Rufus. Yule Doche and Rufus Oseni. Rufus Oseni refused to answer Yule Doche, and I must give it to him. That is a man. It's not everything you answer. I keep saying it. I will still say it again. For the fact that somebody call you out on social media doesn't mean you come and we learn every day. Somebody call you. That is not everything you answer. Okay. And it was a good thing he did not reply. Okay. In Igbo dialect says now, about every rainfall, you bring all your kaya to fetch water. No, because there are some that are ayaya mili, those small, drizzling kind of rain that will not make any a bucket of water. So you don't need to bother yourself. So that's the category use rant fell into. Is the category that you don't need to respond. So Rufus Oseni did the right thing by not responding. However, I would wish Nigeria, has more Rufus Osenis as journalists in that country that will tell the politicians right on their faces, Oga, what are you doing for your constituency? Ask them question where they have failed. If they are contravening any law, put it back to them that this is what the law says and you're doing the other one. So I will prefer that. I will. What happened between you and the guy? No, the guy had an interview with someone who he was challenging on the interview date that this is what the position of the law is regarding that situation. Why are they not calling a spade a spade? Yul felt the Rufus insulted the elder, Nigeria, with their elders forum. So he didn't go down with you, fell with his big chest. I got to talk. So he came and he made a video. It's on his Instagram page as well, calling out you, say, I just zuz out, who they zuzu, turn, sit down, those kind of things. But however you look at it, he has right to make his own reaction. He has freedom of expression, given to him by the constitution. However, if you want to correct somebody, you have to correct, without insult, so you can pass a very right message. And I talked about the pastor. I made a video. That's why I'm not hammering on that video, on that case strongly. I made a short video about 14 minutes on the pastor that told Nigerian girls and African women that their hair will not get them a husband. Let me even talk about it here because, I'm a natural girl woman. I wear my natural hair. When I was maintaining it all the time, moisturizing it, I used to wear it to work. That was before COVID, because since after COVID, I haven't been going to work physically. I go to work maybe once in 2 weeks, or when I want to go, maybe once a month. Especially when I have reports with with the commissioner in mind, I will go to work for that report. If I don't have any serious thing to do in the office, I work full time from home. So those days, I wore my natural hair. That was for over a week because I just didn't want to do anything. I just love the fact that they can all pack evenly. They were full, lush, beautiful. So I was wearing it. Some Oyibo folks, they've not felt our hair before, they were like, oh my, can I touch it? I said, yeah, feel free. They were like, oh my God, it will be very good for this, that. They were just saying, unlike her, she started, one of the ladies started comparing on like her hair that is thinning out. Her hair is thinning out because she's a smoker, not because her hair was thinning out. But people don't want to tell themselves the truth. And I didn't want to tell her that was why your hair was thinning out. So if you can wear your natural hair, oh my God, wear it with your shoulders high, rock it. I love people when they have their natural hair because it takes a lot of work. You have to moisturize, you have to moisturize, you have to wash, condition, deep condition, and all of that. So this pastor, because the congregation are paying tithe and offering, her husband can afford to, they can afford to use their tithe and offering money to buy bone straight wigs, weaves, whatever you call it. She came on a very nice message that she would have made good point on the message. She now said, who natural hair help? That please buy wigs, cover your natural hair, shake it when you have it, spend money buying wigs. Then when you now marry and enter inside, you can now throw your wigs. After all, you don't enter. Madam, marrying somebody with a wig and enter and throwing it away will not work, because that man will want you to continue on that pace. He met you and fell in love with you. How about that? And telling your church to cajole somebody into marrying them and then come and reveal their real self. That is a lie. You're living a lie, madam. Honestly, that message is every shade of wrong. You're telling them to live a pretentious life, then capture somebody's son. They will put them in the home. Then they will now show them their true self. You're telling them that their natural God-given hair is not worthy enough. Their natural God-given. My daughters are natural hair people. Actually, my first daughter, at some point, because it was very difficult for me to manage her hair at the time, I had to take her to a salon. They got her into texturized form. Her hair was fully, treated. Then it required me for every 3 months, I have to go back and either put texturizer or relaxer. I couldn't keep up. I got tired. And then the hair started falling off because new growths were seriously coming. She told me, Mommy, can you not put that thing on my hair again? I said, yes, baby. That was the end of texturizing, and whatever. So that my daughter for the past 5 years, because that happened, I think, when she was about 6 or 7. Yeah, I can't remember. But for the past 5 years or more than 5 years, she has been a natural hair girl. And my other daughter, since birth, her hair has never been texturized, never been relaxed. So I have two daughters that are natural hair girl, and they don't want any chemical on their hair. They don't. They said they are going to start. What my big daughter is doing now, she's beginning to condition her hair by herself. She's 13, so she's now doing those treatments by herself so that she can be able to comb her hair root to top. And I'm happy they love their natural hair. And in my state, we passed Crown Act. I think it was May 1st this year. Crown Act that if you decided to lock your hair, no corporation will deny you promotion, will discriminate against you. No hospital will deny you treatment because no agency, no, in fact, an offense in my state that you disqualify somebody because of her hair. You don't do that. It's an offense. So that natural Crown Act in my state, when it joined now, 19 states in the United States, 19. I don't know if another state has joined. As of May, when my state joined, there were 19 states that passed that Crown Act. You cannot discriminate on a woman, a Muslim woman, because she wore her hijab. You cannot discriminate because I decided to wear braids to work. You cannot discriminate on any level. That is the law. And it did not just come easy. People fought to get that law. People fought did all the crying out, placards, petition, and protest marching until they were heard. And the legislators went into action until a law was passed. But it took an African woman in an African soil in Nigeria telling people that their hair does not help any of them. Who he helped? Her exact words. Maybe the pastor is an ambassador of we company. Joe, in my video, I had to even delete that one. I was saying, who is she campaigning for? Who sent this woman? Maybe you can't be wrong if you say that. Mommy Fetty said, oh, yo, I just recorded a video about that when I heard that wrong teaching. Mommy Fetty, my own is already in my channel. I've done my video. I was like, what is wrong with this woman? She doesn't know what my daughters go through every day because they have African hair. She doesn't understand. That message that woman preached, it pierced my bones so deeply. It pierced me so deeply. I said, this woman, is she lacking understanding? That before you preach to an audience, even if it's just a gathering of 15 people, you have to do a research on the topic. What is the internet saying about this topic? There are serious black girl hair video on YouTube. I might even tag that video in my own video so that people will understand. These girls, they will tell you from when they were born, how people, bully them about their hair, how people say them and thing, what they went through. But that preacher did not do her research. She just carried my microphone and jumped in. There was a video, a campaign last year in the US. I saw that video on Viola Davis' Instagram handle. A girl was to contest for a sport activity, but she came with her locks. I don't know the state in the US. So what are they called? The judges said she cannot participate because of her wig. Guess what happened? All the people, her competitors, all of them gathered. They were looking for scissors. This girl had to tear, they had to cut her hair, her braids, loosen everything up, find a way to pack it together for that girl to participate in that sport. Or is it if your daughter is in a ballerina dance and they have to wear ponytail to do the dance? You have to figure out how, if your daughter's natural hair is not grown enough, you have to look for extension. Do you think a lot of mothers love that? They don't. Do you think some of our daughters love that? They don't. This pastor lacks serious understanding, because a common search would have put her in a global way of understanding what other people are going through. I love wigs. I wear wigs. But that does not mean I should tell people, are you wearing your natural hair? Why? No. My daughters, they are natural hair. I have natural hair. The last time I relaxed my hair was about 8 years ago. That was the last time, because I got tired. Yeah, you can actually comb your natural hair if you moisturize it. If you're following Nancy May, you'll be able to understand how to take care of your hair. Nancy May is Korobidi's sister. She has her natural hair full like this. Whenever I see her, I get so jealous. I say, I wish that hair is mine. I'm just being lazy on treating mine, because my hairdresser has given me ample opportunity that she can take me in at any time to treat my hair. And at some point, when you get hold of it, you start wearing it by yourself. So that pastor's message really, really hurt me. I won't pretend. Because my daughter will ask me, Mommy, does that mean my hair is not good enough? Because an adult was making a statement. And if only they know what the Black Americans, the kind of battle they fought to get some of their state to start putting this kind of law in place, that woman wouldn't have made that video. Our people right now in this 2003, since the past 5 years, they've been embracing their natural hair. And a lot of natural hair products are now in the market. Unlike before, there was nothing to really care for natural hair. Now we have some cosmetic companies making things for African hair, kinky hair. They will tell you coily, kinky hair. Because if you want your natural hair to look coily like this, you can actually get it in this state. You just have to moisturize, deep moisturize, put your coily, African kinky coily hair to give you your, that baby hair when your child, when a child is born, you can get it. So people have gone through a lot of things to get laws in place. But this woman with her inferiority complex about her natural hair is telling every other person that your natural hair is not beautiful enough. That was why when I saw Maid Kuti's bride on her natural hair just the next day after that video made hit the internet, I was so happy. I said to myself, I'm making this video because of myself and my two daughters, and for every young girl out there that love to wear her natural hair, wear it like a crown. That is your beauty. God is not stupid to create you the way he created. And what that pastor's wife was telling people, that her God, not my God, not Jehovah God that I know, but the one she worshiped, made her wrongly. That's why she was telling people to cover it. Because if she knows that her God made her in her likeness, in her image, the verse Nancy May read on her video, which I took a clip of it. Go watch my video if you haven't watched my video about natural hair. And she talked about it in First Peter. They say you should not adorn yourself with braids. So if the Bible is talking about braiding hair at the time, who among the continents does braid? You should know the people God created first now. Because the Bible was not written by us, so we are sidelined. But let me not even go there. If God made you the day you were born, you were not born with that her bone straight hair. You were born the way God created you. And he looked at you and said that what he created was what? Beautiful. And now you're telling your congregation that your God you're preaching about made a mistake. My God did a very good job because I am so proud of my hair. Those days I used to take care of my hair, I will wear my hair to work. I wear my hair to work. I will rock it. The reason why I'm not wearing it to work now because I wasn't taking care of it, and my hair is no longer as long as it used to be to pack fully, to do all manner of styles. So the only thing I can have now is just short afro, and I don't want it short. I want my hair the way it used to be, full, voluminous and very, very beautiful. So if you're out there and you're listening to my voice and you're an African girl, if you want to wear your hair like a crown, like a pro. Be happy doing that. All right. I believe I must have touched on every topic I wanted to talk about today. I talked about France returning Nigeria Abacha's loot. That loot no they finish. They've been returning this loot over 25 years, and the loot is still all over the place. And then I talked about Wike of River State and the current governor of River State fighting over godfatherism. They said Wike is demanding 20 billion every month, a bit 20 million or 20 billion every month from the state account. And then Tinubu is stepping in to help them settle. Instead of them to be sending EFCC to prosecute these people, they are helping them. So they should prosecute anybody that is asking for state government wealth. But Niger now, the prosecution is meant for the poor, not for the rich. Anyways, so and also I talked about the House of Assembly in Nigeria rejecting the presidential yacht. Ask me, waiting Tinubu need presidential yacht to do. You won't go see to explore Nigerian sea or the Atlantic Ocean. Waiting if they use yacht to do, or they won't do presidential party in the yacht, or they want to do cruise Nigerian seas and Nigerian ocean, Nigerian rivers and stream. Waiting President Tinubu won't do with yacht for $15 billion. Waiting they won't do with yacht. If anybody sabi that one, make you tell me in the comment section. And when the Senate and the House of Assembly rejected the bill, the budget and the bill. And the people in charge, the marine people in charge, the Navy, now said they've already took delivery of the yacht. So it's already in Nigeria. We are looking for how to pay it, or how to find money from other means to pay for this yacht is a problem. That the yacht, as they've always had presidential yacht, it's just that Buhari refused to. Why are you needing presidential yachts when people are suffering? When Nigerians are suffering, wait till you need that $5 billion. Nigeria is how many million? 108. Let me even say 200 million in population. Okay, and they are doing dollars. So remember, dollar is 1,000 whatever, 5 billion, right? $5 billion. If you times it by 1,000, we'll be looking at 5 trillion or what? I can't even count this one. I bet this is the number. Then you now come and divide it by 200 million. Let's see how much Nigerians will benefit if they share this money. Oh, is did I do times? Wait, oh, it's divide now. I go get and make on a wait, I beg. I want to know how much everybody in Nigeria can benefit from 5 billion. 200 million population. That means everybody will be getting like 25,000 every soul. I hope I did the math right, because math is not my thing. So if they decide to share that money, a lot of people will be rich. A lot of people. Because remember, is in what? Is in dollars. Oh. It's not 5 billion naira. It's in dollars. But now they want to use it just for a yacht. And they're not thinking about how to build schools. I saw one school in Edo, the elementary school, where the students were standing. There is no roof. They are afraid because the roof might collapse on the students. They don't want to talk about putting those money in school or hospital or building industries. You understand? No, it's presidential yacht. Who is even demanding for a yacht? Is it President Tinubu or his aides? They want to cruise. I don't want to talk about it anyway, but however be the case, I pray Nigeria gets better. That's my prayer. I pray Nigeria gets better. So, guys, I'll be rounding up today. I didn't even believe I could last this long. I was telling myself 30 minutes. Let me just come here and show face. It's one of those Saturdays. The sleep was so sweet. I didn't want to get up from bed. But I'm happy I was able to be alive today. I'm happy I was able to come out today and, meet my friends and followers and subscribers here. I want to especially thank all of you for joining me today. The weather for me has increased now. I usually tell you guys my weather is now 37 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's cold. We have entered full fall for my state. It's cold now. You can't step out without a jacket. Nada. Your jacket, your tennis, no more sandals. It must be tennis or boots. That's what we wear now. So I'm going to get my Saturday started, because my family, they're just waking up. So I'm going to go take care of breakfast, take care of the home, and run a few errands and also relax and then catch up with my kids. What are you doing this Saturday? I don't have any event this Saturday, and I'm just going to do all the indoors, run around if I need to, and catch up with my children, get to ask them questions. We should be getting in touch with our family members regularly. Okay, I do that all the time, and I'm happy to. The weather is putting everybody back in the house. No more serious events happening because of the cold. So it's now for family get together, family discussion, family, gist and fun. So what are you doing for fun today? What are you doing for fun for this weekend? You can also let me know what you're doing for fun. And if there is anything you want me to discuss here, I will also discuss. Mommy Fechi, I'm going to leave you a voice note on one of the stories. And I think I shared that story with Sister Jutu. One of the stories I shared here a few months ago on your live streams. I don't know if it's Sister Ju or your live stream. I'm going to leave you a voice note about the update of that story. So you can also do, it's a story that I can't do, and I know the reason why. So I must thank all of you for joining me today. You guys are amazing. God bless you guys real good. Joe, I love you. Joe, we needed to do our giveaway. I don't even know how to coordinate. Maybe we should talk on WhatsApp how to coordinate it. I am completely lost. This giveaway has been carried over and over, and I'm getting tired of making the announcement. So if both of us can chat on how to do it, then you can help me manage it from Nigerian end. Let's see how we get it done and get it over all the way. So we have to start making an announcement on how we can get it done, okay? I must thank all of you for always coming here to encourage me, because it's not easy, for sharing my video, for liking, for your comments, for your contributions. God bless you guys immensely. And most importantly, for your time. I cannot pay you guys for your time. You guys are so special. I really thank all of you for joining me today. Joe, you know I love you. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mommy Feti. Thank you, Ujunwa Anyawa. Nkechi Cynthia, thank you. Chison, thank you so much as well. And for every other person watching me from behind, thank you guys for joining me today. So, in conclusion of everything we talked about today, we've already said how we can at least be more careful when we're employing domestic staff and people that live around us or work for us. And we talked about taking the well, I say going the extra mile, because there is no official route on how to do background check, but do the extra mile, do what you need to do, and leave the rest for God. And for other updates, I hope the 150 million received back by Nigerian government from France, they are going to put it to good use, at least to health sector, building of industries. $150 million is a lot of money. It can start something, so they should not say it's nothing. I hope they will put it to good use so that the Nigerian citizens will be able to benefit from all of those recoveries. And at the same time, J Boogie, I've already prayed for you. I wish you all the best. God, may God heal you now that you're calling upon Him. May He intervene in your case. What else? What else? What else? What else? I think I said it all. And to every young girl listening to me, watching my video, I'm here to tell you that you're beautiful. Your natural hair is beautiful. If it's Didi that you love to do, Didi. If it's weaves, if it's cornrow, if it's braid, if it's twist that you want to do on your natural hair, do it. If it makes you happy, wear your hair. God does not make mistake. God created you as a perfect person. And when He made you, He looked at you and said, you know what? You're beautiful. And if God say you are the likeness of Him, that means you are as beautiful as God. I've never seen a place in the scripture where they say that God is bad or God is ugly or God is evil. Mm-mm. God is kind. God is nurturing. God is compassionate. He's forgiving. So you can imagine all the characteristics God made you with. And somebody will tell you that your hair is not good enough. Your hair is beautiful because it was made by God. So you're beautiful. You're worth it. And you're worthy. Having said all of that, thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys for being awesome. God bless you guys real good. And please do me well by watching my video, please. I made a short video of 14 minutes about the hair and the pastor. Do me well by clicking to watch and see and hear my own opinion, okay? Until I see you guys in my next live stream, be well. Know that you're wealthy. Know that you're beautiful. Do not let the society define beauty for you. Don't let them pressure you to believe that their standard of beauty is the standard of beauty. No. Define your own beauty. Be your own kind of beautiful. Okay? Till I see you guys in my next one. Ciao, ciao. Bye, everyone. Thank you, guys.